Welcome to this week's session with the Putnam County District Library, Guiding Ohio Online Grant. This week we're going to take a look at Google Photos. There's many different things you can do with Google Photos, so we're just going to kind of take a brief look at how you can add photos, how you can alter and change some photos, how you can organize. So let's just jump right in here. I am currently logged in to my account. I'm going to just show you real quick. I got here by simply going where my 9 dots are there in the corner, and then I just went to Photos. So when I go to Photos, what comes up, these are any of the photos that I would have available that I have placed in. Now, I can go to the Upload button here to add photos, or I can simply drag photos in. So I'm going to simply go here to upload real quick. I'm going to upload, in this case, I am bringing these in from my computer. I did want to make note here before before we go away from here where we have where it's located for you to upload. If you had any photos in your Google Drive, you could get those as well. But the last one here is scan photos with your phone. This is an option. If you go here, it comes up to this photo scan. So if you have an Android or an Apple device, if you put photo scan on, there you have the option, and what this is doing is taking old photos and then digitizing them. So I just wanted to make sure that you saw that that was available. So I'm going to close this back up and go back one more time to the upload. I'm going to go to computers because I'm going to grab this, and I am going to go to my downloads. When I go to my downloads, you'll see all of these different downloads in here. I'm going to go to Google Photoshop there, click on that, and notice then what comes in is this year, the actual image that I had taken when we started. Do one more time. I'm going to go to upload computers. I'm going to click on road. I'm going to say I want the car as well, so I'll get both of those, say open, and now it's going to bring both of those in as well. When I did car, this is right here. So we got the car was already there, so it didn't overwrite that, but I could, if I wanted to, I just wanted you to have so you could bring in numerous photos at the same time. If I go to Explore, this is where I can see different types of creations, different categories. So if I click here, let's go first to categories. If I click on screenshots, what you're going to see is these are images that are actual screenshots. So that's why those show up there. Selfies, you're not going to say anything. I don't have any selfies in there. Videos, same thing. You don't see any videos, but I can actually, by categories, this makes it easy for me to find images. The other thing that makes it easy to find images is right over here at favorites. Notice when I click on favorites, I'm going to have one that comes up. That is because, I'm going to go back, if I go to my photos, you will notice this image has a star. So any image, let's click on this image here. If I go up here and click on the favorite and then go back, now if I go to my Explore and I go to favorites, I'm going to see both of those images. So anything that I star is going to come up in photos or in favorites, excuse me. And then the recently added, of course, is another way to make it easy to search. I'm going to go to creations then, because if I go to animations, you can see I created this animation. So I took 4 of my images and created that. To create an animation like that, I simply go over here to the plus sign. And now if I were to say, okay, I want to make an animation of my spring, I'm going to click on that. Notice I got my check mark. I'm going to click on here, click on here, click on here. Anything that I check mark, I'm going to say create. And now I have an animation that is going to play my spring pictures. If I want to share an animation, for that matter, if I want to share any image, that any photo I might have, if I go to my share button right here, this is going to pop up anyone who's part of that I have formally done anything with in terms of Google. I can search by their email addresses. I'm not going to because I don't want everyone my personal information out there. But if you click on that, it's going to, then you can share those out to other individuals. So now when I go back, I have 2 animations that are showing. Collages, same concept here. If I go to collages, I currently have one collage that I made. I had made that using my spring flowers, same concept here. Go to the plus sign, and now I can pick what I want to make a collage with. So let's just pick 2 this time. I say create, and now I have a collage of those 2 images. And then the last concept here that is showing under creation is simply highlight videos. And again, I don't have any current videos, so I could not make that highlight video. I already had spoke about the sharing. If I go to share here, I can partner share as well. So if my spouse, significant other that I maybe want to always share with, I could put their information in there and share. And then we can always go to the print store if you wanted to actually print through Google, or where maybe you have other online accounts with Snapfish, Shutterfly, the Walmart, whatever, that you actually print photos through. And then the last thing here is with my favorites. Obviously, what's going to show up is the ones I have in favorites, and then albums. So I have this album that I had made, and I can always create more albums. So if I go create an album, I would add my photos here. So again, I'm going to pick that, okay, I want these particular items in my album, and I'm going to say done. And now I want to give my album a title. So let's just call this Traveling. And so now I have my album that I created. I can add text as well to information. So if maybe I wanted more detailed information about maybe it was a trip we were on, I can also add a location. So if it has to do with we're traveling, and I want to actually maybe say I traveled to Yellowstone, for example, I could actually put that information in, and it's going to give that location and put that on the map. So if I wanted to, maybe if I was a big time person that traveled and had all over, I could have all my different locations marked on my images, and then I would have my map where I could simply pick, oh, okay, I want to see any pictures that had to do with when we traveled to Michigan or when we traveled to Yellowstone, so forth. I'm not going to do that here because these are all images that I simply uploaded. So obviously my location is going to go back to just right here in Northwest Ohio. Okay, and let's go back one more time here. We'll go all the way back here to my Google Photos. And I just wanted you to see how in my photos itself here, I also have animations as well. And then I have 15 gigs of storage. So you would want to watch this when you're dealing with a personal account because you are limited. Images do take up and can take up a lot of space depending on what the settings might be with the camera that you're using. So this is where people sometimes end up having to pay money, or maybe they create another account so that they can add more images. That is just a brief introduction of how you can organize and create using Google Photos. Hope everyone has a fantastic week, and we will see you next week.